Come and get me!
Hey guys, this is GoldeneyeDS. Welcome back to the next episode of Ape Escape 2, the European edition. Well, I think it's the UK edition. I really should change all the titles there. But yeah, we're talking about Doctor Who. I'm not really fussed by Doctor Who since Stephen Moffat, I call him Moffat and Mum gets really annoyed. It's Moffat, but I call it Moffat because it's Moff and Fat. So those two words put together, it's Moffat. And also I do it because I don't like him. Well, it's not that I don't like him as a person, I just dislike the storylines that he's done in Doctor Who recently. Which is a shame, because I like Doctor Who. I loved a lot of the Tennant stuff. I especially loved the Eccleston stuff. And I wanted to love the Matt Smith stuff. Matt Smith was a great Doctor, but a lot of the episodes and what they wrote, within the first two series I'd stopped watching because a lot of people say, oh, I had to force myself to sit through the episode. I couldn't even be asked to force myself to sit through the episode. It was kind of, for me, it was that meh. And it was a real shame because it's a good, you know, it's, the production value has gone up a lot, but I don't know. Anyway, most of the time it's the writing by Stephen Moffat which gets me. Some of the writing seems silly and it didn't interest me. I kind of want to put it into words, but I honestly think something changed and didn't interest me. I thought it was a bit, oh wow, we got a load of videotapes. It just wasn't very engaging, which is a shame because I wanted to like it. Anyway, moving on to Peter Capaldi. He's like the second or third Scottish actor to do Doctor Who, which is quite cool. But this time he actually gets to speak in Scottish. He's going to have a Scottish accent, which I think is really good. So I heard from somewhere. This is somewhere, so, you know, unverified. I think that's a really cool idea because the Christopher Eccleston was Northern. You know, I'm starting to wave in the banner right now because he is Northern. And I love being North more than I love being South. No, I just enjoy living where I do, really, and the North. And then living where I'm in Wales as well. Which is weird because, oh, thank you, Papachi, for your completely useless addition to this game. One of the things I used to, I don't even know where I'm going here. I know what I have to use there, you goddamn imbecile. Yeah, basically, as a kid, most people who live in the area that I live in, around about Cheshire, their parents will end up taking them on holidays. And a lot of these holidays will entail going to places in North Wales, because an hour and a half to go to, and you're in a really nice countryside. Obviously, as a kid, you don't appreciate it, and it's like, oh, I have to go to Wales again. And we used to go to places like Ross-on-Sea, which is quite near Llandudno, and places like that. And obviously, in the day, what the hell? I thought that was freaking Metroid. What are you doing, Metroiding the fuck around, Papachi? Stop having fun. And so obviously we used to hate going there because it would be boring. Obviously you go to the place with the longest name ever, which is Llanfair PG, for short. If I could remember the entire word and say it. Obviously it's, you know, requested by law that all Welsh people can say it, because if ever there's a topic of conversation you want to talk to a Welsh person about, it's, you know, that really long place, can you pronounce it? Because like West Clandy it pretty much ends in Gokagok, which is weird. But it's, the meaning is even weirder. It's like the sea underneath. Oh, well, that was fun. It's like the town. It's like the church on a town by the whirlpool. It's quite cool, and you know, as a kid, I couldn't give less of a shit. And every time we went there, it was like, oh, and then Anglesey, it was just boring because nothing to do, which was a lie. There was stuff to do, but you know how it goes as a kid. Have I missed something? Oh, for the love of. What have I missed? I mean, I'm not paying attention, but I didn't think there'd be monkeys. No, it's because the stage loops. It's because the stage loops. I'm almost convinced that it's because the stage loop, and we actually need to be over there. And yeah, I used to hate going there. Really hate going there. But obviously, no. I then started looking at universities, and I never looked at going to anywhere in Wales. I was focused on places like Lancaster and Kiel, which are quite central. Please tell me, quite central to the north, really. And then I basically failed to get into both of the first two choices. The way the system works here is we have 5 or 6 choices. I think 5, and you choose, basically you choose a bunch of them, and then they give you kind of the grades that you need to get, and then you basically choose 2 that you want to choose, the first choice and the second choice. Now a lot of these places try to make you their first choice by saying, oh, if you are our first choice, we will give you, we'll basically make sure that you get a place in, like, accommodation, so they try to make you choose first. Apart from that, it has no real meaning, it's just put us first because, you know, because we like being first. And then what happens is you wait, you do your exams, and once you've done your exams, once you get your results, that day you get either accepted or declined into these places. So you know what you have to get. I knew going to my exams I had to get a certain amount of UCAS points, which essentially points are like a grade, an A star, an A, a B, C, D, E, and U. U being unclassified, which is lower than 40%. Essentially, if you don't get any of, well, each of those corresponds to a point, strangely enough. I'm really doing a really bad job of explaining this. But as each one of them corresponds into a point, sorry, certain points, you need to get a certain amount of UCAS points. Anyway, I didn't get the right amount. I did okay. I mean, I took the hardest A levels on offer, pretty much. I started off with maths, further maths, physics, and chemistry, and they chose the hardest chemistry course available as well, which was good. But I really enjoyed all of them apart from chemistry. Didn't really enjoy chemistry. There's a lot of remembering stuff, and not my idea of fun science. I love, well no, I like chemistry, but I didn't like what we were doing. Organic chemistry, it didn't bore me, but it was just tough in places. And there's a lot of different reactions and different, not catalysts, but different types of reaction to remember. Like, you have to remember that this reacts with this, and stuff, and stuff, and stuff. Oh gosh, walking through this level is a pain in the neck. And I know that I'm supposed to be going, but I don't know that I could have looped around near the beginning of the level. Oh, I'm gonna drown. See, I failed. This is a long-winded story, and I'm telling it awfully because I'm trying to concentrate on, like, so many different things at once. So, yeah. Failed to get in by, I think, was it 10, 15 points? Which is essentially less than a grade boundary. And I was quite annoyed, but I ended up looking... I didn't want to go into uni. At the time, I was kind of romantically involved. Or as one of my friends puts it, has a certain contract to fulfill sex. No, that wasn't the case. But it makes me short when someone calls that kind of stuff fulfilling a contract. Talk about sucking everything ever out of any sort of type of relationship. We have a mutual contract to fulfill. Anyway, moving past that awful name for that, I was romantically involved with someone. Obviously, I didn't want to leave that behind because it was, at the time, obviously infatuation, blah blah. You know the drill. And I decided that it would be a great idea to stay at home instead of going to uni, and, you know, try again next year. Maybe resit a few exams, get some good grades, try and get into the place that I wanted to get into. The problem is I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and at that time I was doing computer science because I wanted to do computer science, and there wasn't really much of a reason. It's just something I always thought I would do, and it wasn't really thought out. I didn't look at what the courses offered or anything like that. Anyway, I arrive. I've got like I think B, C, Ds on my exams, which is pretty good considering how hard they were, and the fact is they predicted me that I wouldn't do very well at all because I wasn't the top student, which I wasn't, okay? But we looked around and found Bangor, and I remember that one of my friends had actually talked about Bangor before and talked about the university that was there, but his sister went. So I ended up ringing up and instantly got a place there, and since then it was pretty damn awesome. Okay, so these are where all the monkeys are. And really, for me, it's been one of the best things ever, going to Bangor University. Totally unexpected as well. So just let that be a lesson to people. Things can work out in really wonderful and mysterious ways, he says, being sarcastic. But no, they can. It was kind of cool. Oh god, so many fast monkeys! If you get into that... Oh, well, if he gets into that, it makes it easier for me. So yeah, so I didn't know that somewhere that my parents took me as a kid, that I felt bored with, was a place that I'd be living later on in my life. You know, things work out like that. It's pretty weird. But yeah, it's a really nice place to go. It's actually really surprisingly well connected to the rest of the UK. There's one train line that you use to get out of Wales, and then pretty much into the rest of the UK. Speedy Gonzales, that one was easy. So yeah, university's surprising. You know, especially when you don't think that it'll all happen like that, and it does. No, I actually don't know what I can finish. I can talk about now. I've talked about that. I don't know if anyone wants me to talk about any stories specifically that university stories from a student who doesn't go out, doesn't drink, and generally doesn't whatever. It wouldn't make for the best reading, listening, or whatever. Yeah, so there's yes, that was one thing I was going to talk about actually. Yes, I was going to talk about it. Now the creature in here, the monkey in here, he's a mage. Oh, this one isn't a mage. Get rid of this guy first. Just get rid of this guy first. He is a Class A prig. He also hurts himself. Ah, damn it! Right, so get rid of him. Once you've got rid of... That was a really not dramatic. So, what we've got here is a mage that's essentially summoning all these enemies. Now what you can do is if you don't die, because it's very hard not to die here, if you get those guys, and if you let them take all your coins, you can effectively do the massive money glitch. But this is a one-time only deal, because, you know, once you catch the monkey, these they don't respawn like this ever again. Oh my goodness me. Also, he's really hard to catch, and all the enemies are just relentless. Let's just get that cookie, and that cookie, and that one. Luckily, this one can kind of block most of the attacks that enemies throw at you, which is quite nice. So what you want to do is you want to try and get rid of a lot of the enemies, but collect the coins here because, you know, coins. And then he'll send out some of the robbers, who will basically run into you, steal your coins. There you go. Now you want them to pick them up, maybe run into you a couple more times, and then pick them up, and then you want to chase them and punch them before they run away, because this is what they will run away, and then you'll lose all your coins. Like that. Essentially just like that. There's just so much going on, but I'm not going to demonstrate it too much, because I just can't be bothered. I'm just trying to actually catch this goddamn monkey. The thing is, he disappears just before you get... It's like a... It reminds me of a wizrobe. I think it's actually a wizrobe. A wizrobe. I can never remember what they're called. Oh my goodness me. So the game will actually start to chug here, because I don't think it's normally... Wow. Well, that was double teaming right there, you filthy little scumbag. So yeah, that'll get you a nice amount of money, and you can just keep doing that again and again. That'll probably take you to about 250, I'd imagine. Ah, close enough. It's difficult because you don't know where this guy is, and you could just spend ages here, like... And there's generally a lot of enemies, right? Come on. Oh my god! Just gotta catch this guy. Ah! There are so many of them! This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. What? Oh my goodness me. Oh god, this mouse! I'm actually gonna die, and I'm gonna have like less coins than I did when I started off. I'm actually dead. This one is the hardest monkey to catch in the entire game. I will put that. I'll actually say that now. It's not because the monkey's necessarily hard to put a net onto. It's because he's hard to knock out to put the net. No, it's because he's generally a bit of a mean son of a bitch. And I've got 303. So generally, if you lose out, I mean, I've got, well, how many lives left? 2 lives left. And I know where to get more lives. There's one level where there's a life. But you do have to do a bit of trekking to get there. So I don't know. Yes. So yeah, you want to get him early on, because otherwise, as you saw, pretty much all hell breaks loose. But he is a nice. I prefer the other bug, to be honest. I think this nice money glitch. It's not really a glitch. It's not really a bug either. It's a skill, I guess. Isn't really that good. I just find it annoying. Right, here we go. And then this useless thing again, which is only served to do this. Wow. I don't know if we actually had this. No, we didn't have this by now. What? So it shows us there's something behind here. What? Do I smash that with the glove? Bit of a weird thing to suddenly show. Unless, of course, we're supposed to jump up somewhere now. But that still doesn't make much sense. No, there shows a lot of coins there, but there's not really any... No. It's like... We can see the coins. Let's use the seal scope. But it's like, how do we get there? There must be somewhere along this base where you could crawl into. I can't imagine it'd be too far out around there because that would be ridiculously difficult to get into. Well, stand on here because the camera angles. Can't we just have the left? No, we can't because that's the other. There must be some crack in the wall. I swear I got this one figured out almost instantly, but obviously not. Huh. That's weird. I do not recall ever being stumped at something. See, the first part in this entire LP that I'm stumped, it's only to get a bunch of gold things, but I assume there's probably a monkey in there. Let's get that monkey. No. I've got one more monkey left. That remains a mystery then. Unless there's a switch somewhere. I'm certain that you obviously can't get in there with the remote control car. It doesn't look like there's an actual end to it. So you must have to get through here. Which means somewhere there's a switch. Which means also I don't really care, but there should be a switch somewhere. I bet you I could probably have come through that door. But whatever. That's the way things go. And there's a monkey right on top of here. I don't think there's a switch anywhere. Is he... If he's called Bidet again, it's like, we've had this joke, we've done it, it's cool, it's been used before. Oh, it's a mermaid, it's cool, we got this. Well, there we go, that level took far too long. Grace. Got an email from Nintendo alerting me of the 2DS and the Wii U Zelda bundle, which is quite cool. It annoys me that I can't go and buy like the Zelda gamepad.
That was a splendid performance.
Yes, it was, considering I got my ass handed to me and I died. But anyway, with all these coins, I don't expect to be going anywhere that I'm going to abuse that coin glitch again. So we're just going to get one stage photo. Surprisingly, that was relevant. So how complete are we nearly on this? I was going to say 6 out of 16. What? We've got a lot more secret photos to get. We've got a lot more enemy photos to get. Stage photos the same. Art collection, pretty empty. Manga collection, I'd say over half. RC collection, I think there's one more, but I can't be certain. Quite a bit more to go, because those monkey novels are awful. What about the television? 3 more to go. Okay, so I'd say overall we're probably about halfway through the collectibles, which is annoying. Okay, Panic Pyramid. We panic because we realise how awful this level is. It's not that. This game isn't that bad, and I've said this. I know I've said this. It's not bad. It's just not memorable, and because it's not memorable, it doesn't feel like a good Ape Escape game. Because the Ape Escape 1 is a very memorable game for me, at least. But that's probably because of what it had, like me as a kid, anyway. Right, the seal scope does not see anything because apparently it's not see all. I made this joke before. We can move on. Why do I keep putting away this? I don't really use the. Okay, so all the monkeys are essentially inside here. Can we even climb up here? Yes, we can. Where is this place? Oh, great. So it's pretty much all the way up. No, can't let you do that. Star, whatever you are. I guess you're just a star. That was an awful joke. It wasn't even a joke. It was an awful piece of commentary. That's a bit mean. I swear the camera is nowhere near as good as it was when I played it the first time through. The first time through, it didn't bother me. Now I'm finding a lot of little glitches. But I haven't really played any games recently that would, like, get me to get annoyed about the camera. I mean, I guess I played Kingdom Hearts 2. Maybe that was it. Oh, great. This bit. I just can't be bothered with it, you know. It's just not the funnest thing ever. And jump out of here. It's just... I mean, it's okay, I guess, but it just feels a little... It's like such an effort. I just want shortcuts. I want shortcuts everywhere. Alright, I forgot that it's the swimming up button. Why can't you just fast swim underwater? Not Xenosaga. Brilliant. Xenosaga, the game which you can't even go anywhere near water, allows you to swim underwater. No, I think there isn't any stage at all in the entire series of games where you actually go underwater. Is there? Not like Mass Effect, which is quite cool. For those of you who remember, I think it's the Leviathan DLC? Or is it someone... Oh god, I'm not going to make it. Yeah, it's the Leviathan DLC. That's quite cool. You know, you end up going underwater, and that's really atmospheric. Again, something that I think Mass Effect does quite well. In some places, it's the atmosphere. Some places, they totally ignore the atmosphere. But the games, I do really enjoy them. That's one thing I was thinking of doing. Maybe after Tomb Raider, is do Mass Effect. And this kind of, I think, signifies a bit of a change in my channel. Because for I assume most of you will know, a lot of the games I've played, like, would be considered to be more childish games. The Xenosaga series is probably the exception to that, but Kingdom Hearts, Ape Escape, Zelda... Did I even play a Zelda game? I did play, like, 2 failed attempts at stuff, but whatever. I think in general, Mass Effect and Tomb Raider is kind of much more mature. I really need to put age restrictions on those now. Okay, so this one is really annoying to have to recomplete. So the monkeys, I think, are behind us. How many more monkeys have we... 7. Alright, so there's more than just one. So there's monkeys over there, and there's monkeys through that door, which means we need to do one of the most hardest things ever. This bit annoys the living arse off me. So you drive your little car, pretty much to oblivion, because... Pochi, I know what to do. Right. So once you've moved this over here and everyone's happy, you want to get out your completely useless water cannon. And the idea is you've got to put one of these out, which is really difficult to do. Essentially, the best thing you can do is stand here like this, and because the fire goes through 3 distinct stages, I mean, you could, if you wanted to, jump over here and then spray it round here. I guess that would work. There it would. That was much easier. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just felt like I was going to fall off again. So yeah, there's a massive monkey in there. The seal scope should detect it, but apparently not. Again, it's not really seal. It's just a pathetic thing. So yeah, there's a monkey back here who's got fire. Yuri. I would say Uri Geller, maybe, but I don't know if Uri Geller did anything to do with fire, because he was definitely known for bending spoons, which was Alakazam pretty much all over. Oh gosh, I have to wait for that one to come all the way around again. Let's go to sleep. Fetal position, because, you know, why not? he literally just goes flat on his stomach. If he was any older, that would just be the worst thing to do ever. Yay, testicle jokes. Alienate like 30% of my audience. Actually, that's the official stats. 30% of you are girls. The other 70% are guys. Since YouTube doesn't take into account for people who are, you know, don't have a gender, we'll never know about that one. Ever. But whatever. Come on. Yes. Right, we're back. Just this bit kind of... It's so slow, and... I mean, it's kind of a cool concept, because you look at them and you go, well... What is round there? So it piques your curiosity, and because it piques your curiosity, you're more likely to check it out, which I do like, but it's just the water cannon, and the fact they were on fire and you had to turn them off fire, it was just annoying as all hell. All hell, not just part of hell, it was actually annoying as all hell. Just, you know, so we've got a bar here. Jump. Yeah, I'm just gonna state the obvious now. Oh, no, get away. I don't like you guys. You're all a bunch of... These things... They break into boulders which would be too big to form them. Because I thought they were always hollow, but whatever. Yes! Haha! And we got Becky. So I guess there's... Yeah, this whole segment is the one we missed out. So all these monkeys around here are essentially fresh monkeys. Gordon. All I want to do is flash. Savior of the universe. I'll have you know. And the dash loop again. I think this is probably used as a bit of a safe house, but I think there's a monkey in here. No. Just a cookie. Well, no. I've had this argument so many times about this LP. They are biscuits. They are actual biscuits. They're what people in the UK would call biscuits. If you look up the word McVitie's Digestive, you'll find pretty much identical to what's in the corner. Now, when you get a biscuit that's worth 5 biscuits, that is actually a chocolate chip biscuit, but the texture of it makes it look more like a chocolate chip cookie. Now, what's the difference between a biscuit and a cookie? Well, biscuits are more hard. Cookies more have the soft center. They're usually bigger. It's quite easy to look at the difference. I mean, we've got a brand here called Millie's Cookies, so I'm sure you've got in the US. And essentially, Millie's cookies, for us, are what cookies are. They're usually bigger, they're softer in the centre, they're made up of different stuff. Biscuit is more... It's harder, it's more like shortbread. It's not actual shortbread, but if you're comparing it between the softness of a cookie, then it's more like shortbread in one way. But it isn't shortbread, because shortbread's something totally different. Spud. I swear there's another monkey in here. Obviously not. Bit of a weird place for him to be, though. We'll put on the, Okay, one more. No, three more. So yeah, that's the difference between them. And because of that, I have to call... No! Because of that, I have to call the things in the top corner cookies. I mean biscuits. I mean, god damn it. Because they are biscuits. Wow. This is going well. Oh, I've missed it because I was looking at the clock thinking, I need to finish this episode soon. Oh, no. Alright, see that one coming. And then jump across. And wow, I just made it. It's because the jump is so slow as well. This bit is easy to make. Like, there's no way you can lose out on that. The irony there would be me falling off. Which would be bloody typical. Splash. These guys annoy the living bollocks off me. Ow. I don't know why I'm fighting these. You know what? I'll leave them. We don't care about you. No one does. No one has ever cared about you. So those are sarcophagi. I'm assuming that's... Wow. That's good. You're actually glitching through the floor there. That looks healthy. Sphinx, because he's inside a sphinx. I mean, I don't understand. I don't need... This game is a lot easier to work out what they mean. There are like the one or two, but the last game had some really confusing ones. Where the hell are these last two monkeys? Like, I can't find them on here. They must have been in the seal scope, which means... Ow. Which means they're going to be in another area. And require me to have to go inside that area. I'm not looking forward to that. Right. There's pretty much only another area, really. This one. Put on the seal scope again. I mean, usually... Yeah, it's usually in paths you've already been into. What the hell? I just got an email from Mario Video Games Exclusive. I don't even know who they are. Mario at Video Games Live. Free music from... What? The heck? Right. Okay, so it's somewhere in here. You can actually walk through those when they've destroyed. Which still leaves there to be one monkey left. But I think there's two of the seal scopes in this level. Which is a bit annoying. Come on. This takes such a long time. Yeah, some of these levels, rerunning through them, are just not fun. It's a shame because 25 minutes, I honestly wanted and expected to get much further than we have done. Sorry, than I have done. It's not your fault. You're just the viewer. An innocent party to this general... That was a bit of a weird one to do, but smash this down, and there's a monkey behind here. Which still leaves there to be one more monkey. Oh, I don't know where that one will be. Great. Great. So, you know what, just put the boost on and get up here. Ah, my foot. Just some really weird stabbing pains on my foot. Great. It's because clearly I'm annoyed by the fact I can't remember where the last two monkeys are in this level. We'll take that cookie, though. We'll take that biscuit. Goddamn Americans. It's just ingrained in my head now. Ow, 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 ow. So, this thing, I think... No, I mean, the seal scope would have picked that one up. I could have really gone for the actual cookie that's there, or the chocolate chip biscuit, but... Well, that's the thing, though, because Maryland cookies are very much like biscuits. Provides an interesting topic of conversation. What is actually a biscuit? What is actually a cookie? Because they're not the same. It's again like English muffin and crumpets. English muffins are not the same. English muffins are what we call muffins. Crumpets are what we call crumpets. There's just not really any overlap for that. They are nice though. I will make a video of how to cook a crumpet at some point. Generally for just my American audience. Really? Oh, for... Nope, get out. Right. This episode's been going for 30 minutes, and I have no idea where this last monkey is. That always looks like an elevator to me, but it doesn't seem to be. Which means I've missed it when I originally ran through here. Can you actually dash shoot up here? Oh right, you slide down. Oh well, let's go and have another look in here. I'm sure there'll be something in here that'll pique the seal scope's interest. There better be anyway, because I don't really not want to have to do all this all over again. Considering this is the longest, most least interesting way to go. He says as he dies. Oh, come on. Anyway, I'll meet you when I actually find the damn monkey. How about that? Okay, so we found it. It's over there, which means it's not there because it would have gone but meaning it's somewhere in this room. Over there. Now, I think I know where it was, and to be honest, I was actually right with what I said when I was in that room, what I said was, I'm sure there was something else in here, and I was right. But I didn't use the seal scope to check any of my conviction through, so that was my fault. Oh dear. You get this a lot with Ape Escape. You occasionally forget what you're doing, but like, it would be really fun to have a race on Ape Escape, because there's a lot more random than you'd imagine. I mean, catching monkeys often can be completely random, luck-based stuff. Okay, essentially it's in here. And don't try and skyfly over this, because it hurts you no matter where you are, which is stupid. I mean, yes, that kind of fire, but if you're going through quite quickly, it wouldn't pose any immediate... I don't know, actually I don't know. Just, there we go. Now if you turn this on in here, you see it, but you notice that you only see it when you've gone past there. Really sneaky. And the final monkey is in here, and he has the stupid love ray, which actually does knock me off. So we're going to punch him a couple of times. No, we're not, because that'll actually end up dying. There we go. Anthony. Well, Anthony, may you burn in hell for that. May you burn in hell. So that does it for this episode. I think. Thank you, Natsumi. Let's not get so annoyed at her next time. So, because we've got 409, whatever, I'm just going to see what we've got left. We've got Pirate Isle, Land of Apes, Lost World. I can get those probably done in the next episode. Then we've got Skyscraper City, Code Chimp, and Moonbase. I can probably get those three done in the next one, because essentially with this one, I've got two monkeys. I can't believe I missed that one monkey on Moonbase. I thought I got both of them. Well, there's one of them I know that was in the one in Carbonite. I thought there was only one that you had to go back when going to that last level, but it seems like I was mistaken. No, there is two that you are forced to. Code Chimp only has one though. That's going to be really easy to find. And then Skyscraper, I'm not too fussed about that. That's probably near the end of the level though. So yeah, essentially 2 more parts and we're done. So anyway guys, I will see you in the next part. See you then. Take care. Bye bye.